In this tutorial we cover one of the top targets for sea fishing in the UK and Europe, the turbot. We'll first cover where turbot are found, then we'll take a look at the best conditions. We'll then cover where to cast, as well as tips on rigs and tackle, and some top tips on bait. So where can they be found? They can be found all around the UK, with some hot spots even being reported as far north as Scotland, but are better known to appear along the southern and western coastlines of the UK. They are found from southern Norway down through the Baltic Sea and Danish coast. They are caught all the way down to Portugal and the Mediterranean. They are not believed to be found in the Black Sea, as there is likely a separate subspecies located here. So what do we need conditions-wise? They can be caught all year around in the UK, but many of these will tend to be smaller fish. It's during the spring that gives the first true opportunity to catch the larger fish, as they move inshore to feed between April to June. There is a second inshore movement of larger fish in the autumn between September and November. Fish of all sizes will be caught during the flood tide. The smaller fish will show from low tide all the way up to high tide, but they will avoid the ebb. The larger fish will usually start feeding from the middle hours of the flood tide onwards, out in slightly deeper water. These larger fish can actually be caught during the ebb as the tide retreats, in relatively shallow water. They will not tolerate rough seas and will stay offshore at these times. In fact, even immediately after rough seas, they may be absent, due to them not tolerating water that carries any colour or sediment. It's likely, though, that an easy surf will be better than outright calm conditions. Night tides are an effective time to target them, as well as dawn and dusk tides. If you do fish in the day, fishing during overcast skies will help to draw fish in within reach. So where should we be looking to cast? The small fish are found in the surf in often quite shallow water, even at distances less than 40 yards. Larger fish will often need longer casts. This can sometimes be as far as the low tide line when the tide is in. This applies to fishing the more shallow style surf beaches. For the bigger fish though, targeting features of some kind will give you a serious edge. Be sure to aim baits towards any shallow sandbanks, preferably so baits hit the outer side of the bank that faces the sea. Also look for shallow gullies and depressions where food will accumulate. If there is any mixed ground present, such as rock patches or shellfish beds, be sure to try casting near these. We actually have a dedicated video that goes into further detail on different seabed features and how you can find them. We'll provide a link at the end. Let's now take a look at some suitable rigs. For fishing clean shallow beaches, using a lighter style bass rod setup is more than ample. These rods will cast anywhere between 2 to 4 ounce leads. We still suggest keeping the main line reasonably strong enough to help winch in any potentially larger fish, so 15-pound main line of either mono or braid is suitable. You will still need a mono casting leader, though a leader of 30 pounds breaking strain will be fine for standard style casting. Wading can be an effective means of not having to rely on power cast techniques. A one-up, one-down rig will be ideal for casting. It will also present one bait low to the seabed with the other higher up for any fish that may be waiting to ambush prey from below. Use 30 pounds mono for the rig body to handle casting weight. This should be around 3 feet in length to avoid snoods from tangling. Using fluorocarbon snoods will give added stealth for the day tides. This should at least match the main line at 15 pounds breaking strain. The snood should ideally be around 15 inches long to ensure some movement to the bait in the water. For the hook, use a long-shanked variety such as an Aberdeen-style hook between size 1/0 to size 2/0. So what about our bait situation? For the larger fish, it's fish baits that are the order of the day. Using a nice oily strip of mackerel will give good scent attraction. Another killer bait is sand eel, as in terms of fish prey these will likely be the main natural food source they are feeding on. Other good fish baits include bluey strip, which has a high oil content. Lugworm can actually be a brilliant bait and will catch fish of all sizes. Hi guys, just a quick reminder, if you like my videos and find that you are learning some useful tips, Please do remember to click the subscribe button just under this video. Subscribing is completely free. There's no sign-up process as it's all done at the click of a button. Also do remember to hit the like button if you find a specific video interesting and helpful. Doing these things really does help support the channel and allows me to keep making more and more helpful videos that will hopefully make your sessions that much more enjoyable. Thanks so much, guys. If you'd like to know more about how to find fish attracting features on the beach, or you'd like to know some important safety tips on wading, check out the videos showing now. There's also a video link included which provides a guide on choosing different types of chest waders. Thanks very much for watching. We hope to see you again soon.